Clear communication is fundamental for everybody, but INFPs really struggle with communicating what is going on inside this internal complex world of emotions and ever expanding ideas. So in this video, I want to tell you how I've approached it as an INFP myself to give you some insights and clarity on what you can do to communicate your ideas and your feelings more clearly. It's important to remember that having clear communication, being able to express what is truly going on inside you is important for relationships. It helps you improve your self expressiveness and bringing your identity into the world. And it also helps in the workplace. So one thing that I have found for me is it's not the fun, sexy, hot tip that you want to hear, but practice. Like getting out into public places where you speak is really necessary. I hated doing it before I was forced to do it. But what I learned is that when I was, let's rewind. So back in 2005, I worked at the Aichi World Exposition in Japan. And what that was I was a representative for the United States, and people would come, Japanese visitors and tourists from around, and I would give speeches in front of 300 people at a time every 10 minutes in Japanese and English as well. And it sucked. I hated doing it at the start. And somebody kind of egged me on a little bit and was like, well, this is your job. You should probably get better at it. And I was like, okay, fine. I learned that it's actually pretty fun to be able to communicate and deal with large groups of people and to be able to make everybody laugh. See, my original strategy was one-on-one. Like, I'm going to just go talk to this one person in the line and make sure that they're having a good time. And I'll just individually spread happiness around, which is a very INFP thing to do. But I also learned that the extroverted intuition, this innovating explorer character within us, our auxiliary function, is a character that wants to play with possibilities, that likes to fiddle with the box, shake the box a bit and see what happens. And it is a lot of fun when you learn to embrace it. So that is one thing that I really suggest, is to put yourself into different activities that allow you to try on different characters, whether it's an improv class or a speaking class like Toastmasters, or it's doing videos on YouTube, even if you're not showing them to anybody. It just helps you play with different facets of yourself. And another thing is to have a clear understanding, have some guideposts for what it is that you want to say. If you have a couple bullet points and you've worked on being okay with change, with variety, with embracing spontaneity, your extroverted intuition, then you can easily connect those dots to create a flowing story. Your mind is full of ideas. It's able to connect this thing to this thing very quickly. That's what extroverted intuition does. It's just like, how is this related to this? Let's see, let's find out. And when you can embrace that, you really lean into one of the strengths of your personality type. So if you just have a couple bullet points, you can go down it and allow your narrative to flow and your story to create a connection between those. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing I have said has ever been perfect, and that's okay, because it is what it is, and it's a learning experience. And if you take everything as a learning experience, as a step in a direction, and you'll see if that direction is correct or not as you take the step, then it makes things a lot more adventurous and a lot more fun and easier to do. It takes a lot of the pressure off. You don't need to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. So lighten up. Allow yourself to make mistakes. And another thing that really helps is to embrace intuition, to allow metaphors and silly ideas to rise to the top and to use those to explain. Because a lot of times what happens as INFPs, we're kind of taught that we should be more practical with our communication. We should be clearer. We should use facts and data and objectives to back up what we say. And that is just not usually how we work unless we've been trained to do that or we've grown up in a place that honors that. Stop trying to force it. You can learn it. It's good. It's helpful. And it'll help you talk to a wider variety and range of people more clearly. But also, don't shy away from bringing in analogies and metaphors and creativity into your conversation. It does really help you feel more comfortable, and it also kind of speaks to the people that you likely want to bring into your life as well. So again, remember to practice a bunch. I know it's not sexy, but it is important. You can't learn a skill without practicing. Next, outline or have some sort of a structure to what you want to say. And then third, make sure that you use your strengths. Lean into your strengths. You don't need to speak really loud and be like a Tony Robbins, really dynamic, dramatic character. You can be cool and calm and use analogies and have fun with metaphors as well. So I hope that helped. If it did, like, share, subscribe, and click on this video over here to learn more about your INFP personality type. Good luck, have fun. Peace.